If you love what we do, then please consider supporting CryptFail on Patreon. Your support helps us grow and to create more content more often. And now, on with the show.
In an empty boat, I am very cautious.
Shipwrecks are most common in my experience, so I do not think this is that suspicious.
She is only one. Is there not anything else? Maybe unconscious or...
I have been the only one to survive 2 shipwrecks in the past 2 weeks. I forget now. It's been a long time. 3 weeks.
No, 3 shipwrecks.
3 No, only 2.
The one you were just on blew up.
I do not count that. I was not sailing on that ship.
Louis.
Madame.
And there's a guy up top. What? Are we counting the one that blew up? Yeah. 3.
It did not sink while I was on it.
No, but you were on it and it's... Does that still count for the pool? Yeah.
Fine. 3 shipwrecks. 3 it is. 3 shipwrecks in 2 weeks, maybe.
Why are we still sailing with you? I feel like this is, maybe we should get some hazard pay.
I'm getting in on this.
Do you want me to pay you?
Really? We wanted the bet. Can I get on in this bet? I'm going to bet that we are probably not going to make it out of this. What are the wages?
Will one of you imbeciles please throw down some ropes so we can bring this poor little thing upstairs?
Oh yes, there is something else to do. I'll talk about the wager later. I need to get a rope. Hang on. There is a rope over here. It's tied to the sail. Wait, no, we don't need this one.
Not that one. Let me. Marguerite will find a rope that is safe. Safe to untie and throw it down.
As opposed to normal rope on a boat.
Ropes can be attached to ropes. Ropes can be attached to all kinds of things. You don't just want to go pulling on any rope on a ship.
It's a yoink. She's been
very
hoisted
heavy
up to the
sail
main
falls down and hits you in the head, and then...
All right.
Well, a rope has been tossed.
Okay. Catalina grabs the rope. I just thought of something, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, it'd probably be easier for someone to come down and actually pick her up and carry her up a ladder.
There's you want to yell that? You can.
There's no other. There's no obviously other than what you sent me. No obvious other signs of injury. Or
No.
anything like that?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, she'll tie the rope around the like the top half underneath her armpits.
Okay.
Around the back. Yep. And she will, I guess, sort of try and pick the girl up so that that she's not like jerked up from. So she's got the girl sitting up, ready to slide up. So she'll help with the sliding, like putting her into position so that she's not like face first against the side of the hull, being dragged up.
Oh dear.
Are you ready? Can we pull now?
See, pull now.
Okay, lads. Heave away.
But gently.
Heave, ho. Heave, ho. Heave, ho. So, I grab a couple of able-bodied seamen and help them. With their help, I pull the rope and bring the young lass aboard.
And she's quite pretty and wearing this. As soon as you touch it, you realize that this isn't any servant girl pirate dress outfit. It is extremely expensive material.
She is wealthy.
And it's pure black. Like it's blacker than black.
What do we have here?
A
This
rich
is a
girl?
fine piece of jewelry.
We are not taking her jewelry, sir.
Oh, no. Would never dream of it. Not while she's still alive.
I would hope not after as well.
We'll see. Besides the point. Let's see if we can bring her back to the living. Do we have a doctor or...
Catalina.
Catalina's climbing up the side of the ship. She's... What do you mean, doctor?
She is the physician.
El Shivato, you idiot.
We
Maybe
have-
not the witch. She's probably begun to bring her back.
She is
undead.
not. She is not dead. And Catalina is not a witch.
I'm assuming
Yes.
Catalina's back on board.
If she's decided to join us, then probably.
Well, she was climbing up, but yeah, I'm just wondering if the GM wanted her to roll or anything like that.
No. The only time I make you roll is if there's something specific that can be gleaned, which... So, okay, it's not expressively needed, but you are competent in your chosen field, right? So
Yeah.
you can climb the ship. Now, under combat, yes, I will. You'll do your raises, right? Because doing something... Because there's...
Oh, yeah. So, like, when
musket
she jumped
balls
down into the boat before, I could have said, well, Catalina, with the grace of a nimble cat, climbs down the side of the thing and jumps in, and she's,
Right.
looking over her. And
Exactly,
okay.
right? You're telling the story until I need to actually do something, right? That's the difference.
Yeah.
So
Or you
don't
pull us
need
up and
to-
go, well, hey, well, actually, it's got to be within reason.
And is she back?
Yes, she is back. Yep. She, leaps back on board, cross over the rails.
Where do you want her, Mom?
Catalina looks at the sailor who actually just called her ma. Well, Catalina's looking at the sailor. Is the sailor looking at her, or is he looking at the captain?
Yeah, as ship's doctor, they're giving you a fair amount of respect.
Yep. She frowns. So what do they call it? It's not the med bay, is it?
No!
Because anyone who's listening is probably going, sick bay. Oh, right.
Yeah.
All the ship experts who are listening, please contact us and let us know.
We apologise.
Please, if there is a proper name that we don't know, put it in the comments, because I'm actually interested.
Take it down below and set up the galley for the infirmary so I can work on her.
He nods and goes below deck with her. And he's being generous. They're he's holding her like not like a sack potato sort of thing. He's treating her.
Yeah, she's got Catalina's got a look at a concern on her face because of the second thing that you said.
Does she seem to be terribly injured?
Well, there was some blood down there, which seemed to be maybe coming from her head, but there was a lot of other blood at the end of the boat. I just need to investigate whether it was from her or from someone else.
Perhaps not her blood.
And Catalina's nimbling, heading off, following the crew members that are carrying her.
And they have laid her gently upon a table, and they've put what looks like a piece of rolled up sail underneath her head.
All right. All right. So, Catalina's going to investigate to see if there's any injuries, visible injuries. I guess she's going to be prying open bits of clothing and stuff.
Fenric is going to go to the kitchen and make some broth to bring to her.
Who, Catalina or the...
Yeah, Catalina really looks like she needs some chicken noodle soup right now.
Here, Catalina, doing medical stuff's really hard.
So, finesse scholarship?
It is. So, what's your approach? So, it probably won't be brawn, but so you get to choose an approach and then the skill.
Well, yeah. I could either use probably... What's resolve? Resolve's more of a... I guess resolve would be if you had to do an operation over many hours would be...
Or I would also let you choose brawn or resolve over a amputation or something like that. If you were like, this is really horrible and difficult, she's using her resolve to fight through it because it has to be done. Or you could say brawn because of the physical exertion. So yes, resolve is more like you said. If you said this is going to be a long operation, I'd say all right. You want to use resolve? Okay.
She's more studied. Like okay, so obviously the big typical doctors would be literally trying to saw off, whereas and saw through bone, whereas she's done more study in the art of being able to know where to remove the ligaments and remove the bones through that. So rather than the sheer brute force of doing it, she's more of a because the trauma alone. Yeah. Anyway,
you've only got 2 10s there, even though it's 30.
I've only got 2 10s. Yeah.
Even though it's 30, yeah.
So two
raises.
So how do you want to spend them?
All right. So for the first raise, so she's investigating her head wound and she's searching the body for any other wounds.
And her attire is very not good for the ocean. Like it's obvious. It's a long ankle length, very fine dress that would be very heavy if she had ever fallen overboard. The water once it was in it.
You can swim in those, or I can, or I did.
All right. So Catalina looks over the girl, obviously being fairly discreet, and if there's any of the crew looking, she'll be scornfully telling them to
not
mind their eyes.
Does she swap to Castilian when she does that?
Oh, what do you mean swap to? Is there...
Aren't we normally speaking Avalonian?
Oh, okay. Of course, that's just the way things are. Yeah, but she'll just be like looking at them scornfully and just asking them to mind their eyes and
they do. Around. They turn around and don't look.
I'm assuming none of the player are any of the other player characters there? Or?
I mean, I assume I would have gone down just to see what's going on, but if Catalina wants us to leave, I will as well.
No, she wasn't asking anyone to leave. But she was definitely asking the boys to turn around. Okay.
Catalina?
See?
There is a note in her sleeve. It may say something of who she is. I do not know.
You do not know? You do not...
I do not know what it will say. I have not removed it from her sleeve, so I have not yet read it.
Would you mind reading it so I can clean the wound?
Marguerite will take the note from her sleeve and read it.
Okay.
I think the note is a about the girl, not to her. It is from someone who says they have protected the girl as best they can, but they are wounded and they think they will die. It says, I am so very sorry, Alana. I do not know if she is Alana.
Either she is Elena or the person who had guarded her knew.
Perhaps. The note seems to be addressed to MC.
Catalina sort of blinks her eyes. As she's looking down, she's cleaning off the wound on the girl's head. There's a little blood through the side of her hair. It's oh, okay. So is she like, what color hair and stuff does she have?
She has she's blonde.
Ah, the blood's easy to see then.
Yep, so the blood's really easy to see.
Yeah.
Yep, blonde, blue eyes, I'm assuming.
Brown eyes.
Brown eyes. Okay.
Are they open? Can we tell?
Well, Catalina was checking to see if her like pupils were dilated and stuff like that. So, all right. So she cleans up the wound as best she can. Confirms that there's no other injuries other than bruises on her body. So it looks like she may have fallen into the boat. So maybe she was pushed in a rush. So I wonder if this longboat was from the boat that just recently sank.
It is possible. They both appear to be from the same country, perhaps.
So I wonder why she was needing protection.
I mean, she does not seem as though she could protect herself, maybe. She is young and appears to be wealthy. She may have needed someone to make sure she was well.
This is true.
But yes, if this note is about her, then she may be upset to find that, well, no one else on that ship was alive, were they?
I wonder if she was the target of the attack. Fenric calls from outside the room. He's eavesdropping. Stays outside the room.
If she was the target of the attack, and the attack was from Reese, then she may be connected to this organization that I admittedly do not know much about.
As well as I. But I am happy that she appears to be in relatively good condition, considering the fall.
That is good, especially considering the condition of the rest of the ship, if that indeed is where she came from.
That's the poor thing. I think we shall let her sleep.
Yes, Cypher.
Hey, ladies, accent keep coming back in.
Catalina's just having an identity crisis. Yes, she should sleep. She hopefully will wake up soon, and then she can tell us more.
And Catalina nods.
I imagine we should move her to a proper bed. She's just on a table or something, right?
Yes. Catalina calls out, "You," and she's like, "If the
He tips his cap, Mom.
please take the young lady to a comfortable bed."
Aye. He goes by, picks her up gently. Make sure he doesn't bang her head or anything.
That's good.
I guess as comfortable as one could be on board a ship.
And I mean, the ship moves. He seems reasonably competent and not overly concerned, but he is aware. That if he staggers, she could get injured, and he seems to be quite stable. Because I mean, it's a reasonably large ship, but it's got sway in that to it, and he's handling it reasonably well. You think he's been a sailor for a long time.
Yeah.
He takes her further in, below deck, but he takes her further in.
Yeah. I am not. Well, Catalina is not worried about her escaping because there's really nowhere to escape through.
Do we think that she would want to escape? I do not think she will jump into the sea.
She may have thought that she's been kidnapped or something.
I suppose she may. If she was conscious when the ship was set on fire and there was perhaps fighting, she may simply be relieved to wake up on a non-burning ship.
Unless she thinks that we're the ship that attacked hers.
Well, then we shall tell her we are not.
This is a good point.
She may attack us. Or try to.
I think if she were to attack us, we would be fine. She is unarmed. She is quite young, and I do not think she necessarily knows how to fight. If she had someone to protect her, I would not worry.
Alright, but if she attacks someone, that's your fault.
How is it my fault?
I blame you.
I do not think she will attack anyone.
I do not think so either.
As the note does suggest, there was someone tasked with her protection.
Yes, their name may have been Will? Will? It's, written in an hurry. Will Quick? Perhaps. But if... Sorry, go ahead.
It's written in what?
In a hurry.
Oh.
It was, I believe, written after whatever attack had begun. And so, if he was correct, then not long after writing the note, he may have died.
Is there blood on the note?
Oui. Un petit peu.
I don't know what that means, but,
A little bit.
Okay. Well, maybe we can... I don't know. Should we keep the note or give it back to her?
Why would we give it back? It is not to her.
Oh. Who is it to?
MC?
Is that not her?
If I read the note correctly, she may be Alana.
Okay, but then she probably knows who the MC person is, and...
Yes, and we shall ask.
Okay. I suppose we have a lot of questions, and we'll have to wait for her to wake up.
I imagine so. And what's now?
I guess we now have 2 mysteries to solve.
Only 2. That is not so bad.
Catalina scrunches up her face. She's looking around the room. She looks at some of the rags that she's used to help clean off the blood. Well, I guess these were not clean themselves. And she picks up the rags, and I guess she's going to go and clean off the rags. The blood-soaked rags.
And what is Wojack doing?
I am down fussing over what to do with the artifact that we got from in the chest. The captain wants it for himself, but Well, he wants to sell it on. I'm trying to convince him maybe it's not a good idea to sell until we figure out what it is first. Then, Wojack is going up to the captain and say, Captain, we do have a problem. We do have a unknown floating around. What is your next course of sales? Do you want to chase after this Reese? Or are you going to go back to your usual business of pirating and pillaging?
No man in his right mind will chase Reese.
Who is this Reese? You speak as if he is a known entity on these waves, and yet on all my travels, when I do many things between Avalon and Castiel, never once heard of this Reese. Is it more than one? Does she have a flotilla? Or is she just one woman in one ship causing havoc?
And a couple of the sailors behind him make religious signs of protection.
I said she was mean.
No one really knows. Some say she is more than 1,000 years old. That she did some form of deal with the devil. What I do know is she is mean.
Well, you can see that.
There's an expression, da. She likes to leave hats on the floor. No one that she attacks survives. There are no prisoners. Ships just go missing around her. How long previous do you think that attack on that ship had happened?
Not too long. A ship on fire, after a while, will burn up and sink to the bottom of the sea. Great. I see your point. I think it's a good idea that we skedaddle out of here.
But we have some silver in our pockets, da. Crew can rest. And hopefully in that time, like a shark, she will have moved on.
Our next prize. Hopefully by then our mysterious surgeon might be able to rouse the enigma. If we are lucky, she might be a survivor from this Reese.
You don't pick fights with the hounds for fun.
Yes, that does concern me. Who would want to pick a fight with the sea dogs? Elaine would be heavy-handed on those who choose to play with her dogs. Get many a headache from them, so there is no love lost from me that they are under attack. However, it is worrisome. The privateers are getting themselves handed a bit of trouble by this Reese. It's gonna make the waters a little bit worrisome. Your business might be a bit under stress. Well, I think all we can do is wait for the young Missy downstairs to wake up. She might have a clue about this Reese. Don't know. As far as I can tell, though, someone who is willing to pick a fight with the dogs of Avalon might be up to no good. I will go back downstairs and go talk to the purser once more. She is giving me a headache, trying to organize all this sort of stuff. But the men will be happy, they will be paid. The crew are going to be ecstatic to know that this was not a waste of time. No doubt you wish to go sail again into the water. Do we have much? Yes, of course. It's the pirate life. I do ask at one point in time, would you please at least make one stop over to Avalon? I would like to see my family one more time before I get gangplanked into service to another entity. I will make it more worth your while, of course. I just do wish to see my family once more time and explain why I'm late.
I will consider it. Now go. Your constant silence is difficult to converse with.
I will try and make it worth your while. Anyways, I will go find the others and tell them that we are heading back to port. So we can Well, plan. No worries, we will not be leaving you. We are in your debt, as it turns out. Anyways, I must tell the others. Okay. I'll make us ready for a port. Okay. Walk down the stairs and find the witch in her surgeon's room. Job.
He's very weird.
It's very weird.
Wojack.
Who's saying this?
One of the pirates on deck when Wojack walks away. So,
Wojack's he's burned.
Captain, he's very weird.
He's very strange.
So now you're not sure if the protection religious symbols was because of Reese or Wojack.
Wojack's ears burn.
Reese is scary.
As Wojack turns to head downstairs, she notices that Catalina's up on deck, washing out rags over the side. There
you are, witch. So, new development. We are heading back into port. Maybe we might get some more luck with medicines to wake up. Let me see. You have not managed to make her wake up yet, have you?
The girl will wake up in time. We do not rush these things.
She needs to sleep. That is
Oh
all.
dear, she hit her head, yes. Listen to the princess.
She will want some water as well, but she is asleep.
Okay. I'll make sure.
You said
that
we
she
are
has
going
what she
to
needs.
port?
Yes. We are heading to this spot. Don't know. I better find out where it is, although it doesn't really matter. I'll go find out from the navigator where it is. But we are heading to stop and let the crew have a little bit of fun with their new money. And then we go back out to sail. We are not going to be there for long. We do need more food. Oh, I think we're out of chicken. The new chef seems to be making a lot of chicken soup for everybody. I don't know why.
Everybody.
But we will get some more. No worries. Anyway, this is what is happening. So we are going to be setting sail back for port. Make everything ready and make sure you know what you need to get. We won't be there for long.
Any more information on the burning ship or the artifact or anything?
Well, the artifact we don't know. It's still an artifact. The boat, however, I asked the captain about this Reese lass. She is an enigma. We think that she is only one, but she is one heck of a woman. She is going toe to toe.
She is.
Catalina's eyes roll into her head.
She does not like me, and I do not like her.
Oh, wait. You know her?
I have met her.
You have met... Okay. You have met this infamous Reese and lived to tell a tale.
Catalina's looking interested at Marguerite.
She did not wish that I lived to tell the tale, but perhaps cooler heads prevailed.
You were let off. Now, how is it that the most infamous witch of the sea, who notoriously leaves no one alive... Oh, a witch. She is not a witch. There was a boat in pink flames. It was pink. We do not have pink flame. No.
When I saw her and she was fighting, she did not use magic. She had a sword. I think it was a sword, or did she have a gun? This was a long time ago.
Where did you see her?
Video?
Video? Of
Oui.
the coast of...
Castile?
Castile.
Oui.
You were there.
Oui.
You not happen to know what she was doing, perchance?
Doing in Video or doing here?
In Verdeo.
She was part of an organization that, well, I do not know much. I do not know how many there are, but there are at least 3. And at least the 3 are Reese, the governor of Vadeo and a man named Fisher. Fisher from Avalon. He does not like your queen.
No.
No. I do not know much about him, but I do know that.
This would explain why they attacked the Sea Dogs. If they are against the Queen.
Well, Fisher is. I do not think the rest of them care much about that. They may have their own political worries, but as a whole, they seem to be searching for these artifacts. For some worrying reason about, establishing a new world order and about how we don't need so many people or something like that. I think they kind of want to kill everybody, maybe, but who can say?
Okay.
And I thought the Inquisition was bad.
Concerning.
Yes, yes, it is a bit of a problem, perhaps, but again, I do not know that much. I was only there by mistake.
Oh, and can you tell me why were you there?
Because they thought I was someone else, and that person was dead, and
Right.
they thought I was the dead person. And when dangerous people think you are someone you are not, perhaps you do not tell them you are not.
Well, I think I might buy you a chicken soup. This is a
Must
big
one
story.
Must one buy the food on this ship? I had not noticed.
That's expressions. We will find the bard, and he can make us a nice chicken soup, and you can regale us into how you met one of the most dangerous women of the Seven Seas, and live to tell a tale. Not only that, but you were mistaken for someone that she wanted.
Not
And
Air specifically, just all of them together wanted an artifact that someone had promised them, and they thought I was this person.
And clearly you are not.
No, I am not.
Okay, I will take a word for that. I say as I give her a side eye.
Merci.
Right.
Catalina turns, and she's got a armful of rags that look like they're freshly been washed and scrunched out, and she slaps them against Wojack's chest. Hell, Shivato, go make yourself useful while you're downstairs. Hang these up, will you?
But I had the help that I had to do with the.
I can,
Stop your complaining.
Next, I'm gonna be given a hex for a curse or something like this. Okay.
If Catalina was a witch, do you think she would be washing rags by hand? Surely there would be a better way.
Maybe there is. She's getting me to do it.
You are not washing, they are washed already.
Oh, yes, I am using my sorcery to convince you to go and hang these up downstairs.
And a couple of the pirates nod.
To which bit?
They're like agreeing with Catalina. They're like,
She's using her sorcery.
See? I stand proven. She is a witch. Well, I better hang this or otherwise I will die tomorrow. Will be turned into a duck. I don't know which is worse.
Catalina says, quack, quack.
I do not know. It might be fun to have a duck around.
Not Wojack duck, please. Wojack not a good duck.
Catalina smiles at Marguerite.
I make no good duck. Okay, I will go hang this down. I grumble as I walk off.
I heard ducks are tasty too.
Ah, they are.
Sir, what? I call that. What? Ducks, chickens, they're all birds that fly and quack and lay eggs.
Chickens do not fly.
Did someone say cooking with ducks? Fenric walks in.
Catalina's looking up into the sky and she's walking up to the bow of the boat and she's just...
This witch is going to turn us into a duck and you are going to cook us. You better be careful.
Since when am I going to be a duck?
Ah, yes, maybe not the princess. She'd be too fine for a duck. Maybe she'd be more of a pheasant.
Pheasant tastes better than duck.
She would, yeah. Anyways, I have to hang these rags. Something to do with witchcraft, I think.
They are for cleaning. They were used to clean blood, and now they are clean.
Blood? They used to go. What witchcraft have I missed out on? I leave her with for just a moment, and then we end up with some sort of curse hex. I'm gonna see some tribal hex cursing summoning.
All right. Well, next time you are injured, I shall be sure to tell Catalina not to clean the wound because that would be black magic somehow.
Maybe not. I will get the other surgeon to help me then.
Which surgeon would that be?
The bard. He can do it.
Fenric, how is your surgery?
I mean, I know how to carve a turkey.
I think I will have this down below.
Fenric,
I waddle off.
Wojack says we are going to port.
Didn't we just come from there?
A different port.
I see.
We are to stop so that people may spend their money, and in case the ones who set the ship on fire are still about, we do not wish to be about as well.
That makes sense.
What about the artifact we found?
The musical instrument.
That is not what that is.
I mean, what is it then?
I do not know, but it has a heartbeat.
Like a drum?
No, like an art.
Like an art?
A heart, as you say, that plays itself, that would still be magic, no?
We don't know that it's playing itself.
It is making the sound of a heartbeat. By itself, whether it is an instrument or not, it is doing that on its own. Fenric, perhaps it would be wise for you to make a list of the ingredients and other things that you need when we get to the Refuge of Souls. It is a town created by pirates, so I do not know how diverse their stock is, but I suppose we will not know until we arrive.
Well, maybe I'll have a look in the kitchen and see what we are lacking. And
All right.
I'll write something up for the captain.
All right.
Yeah, Fenric will walk up to you and...
Gracias, El Bardo.
Yeah, no problem. If you want some more, I've got a pot boiling down below.
Catalina's looking for is Wojack up the top?
He went down.
Oh, okay. She spies over the ship, not seeing Wojack anywhere. she has a bit of a greasy grin looking on her face, and she turns and she's sitting up, looking out over the bow of the ship, drinking from the wooden bowl.
See, that Wojack guy keeps calling you a witch, but does he think that?
I do not know, El Bardo.
Okay. I mean, I figure... I mean, you would tell me, right?
What would you like to know, El Bardo? She looks at you with a sort of a frank expression on her face. She looks around. She looks up at the sails. So, El Bardo, once upon a time, when people might have thought that the wind and the storms and lightning and fire would have possibly been magic. I sort of tend to think that maybe magic might be like the good Lord, that there is a possibility that one does exist, but we have no evidence to prove any different.
Yes, exactly. That's how I feel as well.
She sort of acknowledges you in that sense that maybe this is a possibility. For me, the term magic points or highlights things that we do not understand.
Well, I'll leave you.
Catalina sort of quietly says to herself, quack, quack. Fenric. What a funny man. She's looking back over the bow of the ship again.
One of the pirates walks up to Catalina. Mom, she's awake. Seventh Sea. Starring Emily as Marguerite. Shadow as Fenric. RavenInsane as Catalina. Bluey as Wojack. Ghost as the teller of stories. Seventh Sea is released by Chaosium Games and written by John Wick. Some of the sound come from Sirenscape.com. You can find us at critfail.com.